Huh. Almost everyone knows about the game of basketball, but do they know how it works? Well, most little kids grow up watching basketball, and almost every school offers their students to play it. I was one of those kids who grew up watching the sport and now plays it at their school. Today, I want to inform you about the rules, how to score, and the defenses in high school basketball. And according to usnews.com, 18,150 schools have a boys basketball team, and 17,767 schools have a girls basketball team. This really shows how widespread the sport of basketball is in the U.S., and just showing the sheer numbers of how many schools that offer it is pretty big. First topic I'll be talking about is rules, and a huge part of it is fouls. The gist of fouls is to not impede the path of the other players. Whether it be the person's dribbling the ball and then the defense just kind of runs into them, that's a foul. You can't do that. Or whether it be the offensive player is trying to shoot the ball and they hit their arm, that's also a foul. You get 5 of these, you cannot play anymore. I know in the higher levels you get, it becomes 6. And then there's 2 more types of fouls. There's an intentional and a technical. They're relatively the same thing. Intentional is more so it's not a basketball play. You're not going for the ball. You're just kind of going at someone. And then a technical is has to do more with the language and how you respond to fouls and stuff. But coaches can get technicals as well. If you get 2 technicals, you're kicked out of the game. And the result of both of those is the opposing team gets 2 free throws and then they get the ball back. The next part of rules is dribbling, and how to dribble is you bounce the ball off the floor back up to yourself, and you can't move with the ball without dribbling. You're only allowed to dribble consistently with 1 hand, so you can't keep dribbling with 2. And you can't start dribbling, pick it up, and then start dribbling again. That would be known as a double dribble. And then moving on to the main reason a team wins a game, the scoring. It's when the ball goes through your team's hoop. That's how you would score for yourself. There's 3 types of scoring. First one is the most common, and it's the 2-pointer. So it's inside the 3-point line. It's the closest to the hoop, easiest to make, highest percentage. 3-pointer, that's outside the 3-point line. Hard concept to grasp, I know. It's a lower percentage shot because it's farther away, and the good shooters tend to have 30 or higher, and that's how you know it's a good shooter. And then free throws is, so there's the lane, and then there's a line at the top of the lane. That's your free throw line. It's not as easy as it sounds because it has free in its name, but it's if you go to take a shot and then the other team hits you and then fouls you during your shot, you will get awarded free throws. Also, according to the IAHSAA organization, if there is a 30-point differential at the end of the first half or any time after, the game will be continued with a running clock. This is known as the Mercy Rule, and the only time the clock would stop is if there's a timeout or the teams get within less than 35 points. And the way to combat the scoring is defenses. The main objective is to stop the other team from scoring, whether it be they turn the ball over or they take a bad shot. And a turnover is when the team that has the ball loses it out of bounds or into the other team's hands, whether it be making a dumb pass or doing something that they couldn't. Types of defenses, the main 2 are man-to-man, which is when you have your 5 defenders. Each one of them matches up against the 5 people on offense. And then zone defense is when one player will guard a certain zone. And in conclusion, I talked about the main aspects of basketball, all through explaining the rules, scoring, and the main defenses used in high school basketball. Now you can go watch a basketball game and know the basics of what's happening.